Regional controversies caused by self-serving local governments are often a microcosm of the national issues we face. In my local city of Schenectady, New York, an 8-foot-tall Statue of Liberty replica stood for over 60 years in a small park, then called Liberty Park. Local Boy Scouts raised the funds for the statue in 1950 as part of a nationwide program called Strengthen the Arm of Liberty, which celebrated the Boy Scouts of America's 40th anniversary. Approximately 200 of these statue replicas were installed across the U.S., most of which still stand. A plaque on the Schenectady statue's base commemorated the initiative. The former Liberty Park, now called Gateway Plaza, sits at the city's main entrance from the interstate, across from a community college, and is the first impression many visitors get of the city and the surrounding area. In 2013, the City Council adopted a plan to transform the park, citing safety concerns due to a varied terrain featuring hidden spots that attracted crime. The implementation plan stated that the statue would be relocated within the park to increase visibility. During the park's transformation in 2017, Lady Liberty was removed from the park while the work was underway. It was implied that the statue would return upon completion of the renovation, as stated in the original plan. As it turned out, however, this was not the case. A number of city residents were frustrated with the mayor, who didn't respond to inquiries about the statue's continued absence. In May 2019, an art exhibit consisting of 6 prominent rainbow arches was installed in the park, each one bearing a different word pertaining to the Pride movement. The exhibit was purported to be temporary and was to be removed the fall of that year. The arches still stand today, 3 years later. In August 2019, Lady Liberty quietly resurfaced in a stark setting at a wide, busy intersection by a railroad underpass where it's not noticeable to motorists. It was finally revealed that the statue had been kept in a storage facility, following 2 years of curious residents being left in the dark. By this time, the statue was dirty and uncared for, and didn't bear the Boy Scout plaque that was attached to its base at its previous location. In December 2020, the statue was hit by a snowplow and nearly knocked off its base, which took much of the winter to repair. Numerous advocates of the statue have called upon the mayor to return it to its original location, where it would now be more visible than ever in the revitalized park, but the mayor hasn't budged. Ironically, he has stated that the statue was neglected in its original location, claiming that its primary function was for people to urinate on it. He also made the false claims that nobody paid attention to it or knew it was there, and that the attention it now receives is proof that its move was a success. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to see that it's receiving attention now because it was cared about, and citizens are disgusted with the lack of regard for it. The city historian has also dismissed the issue, suggesting that the renovated park basically serves as a lawn for the adjacent student housing, and that non-students have no reason to be in the park. If the park had no public significance, the city wouldn't have spent $1.7 million in renovations, and additional hundreds of thousands on art structures. The bottom line is that this is the sort of thing that occurs when a city is run exclusively by left-wing Democrats. This has now been a 5-year battle characterized by abuse of power, lack of transparency, lack of regard for the concerns of citizens, and most importantly, a lack of regard for the right to liberty, which is guaranteed by the Fifth Amendment. The irony in replacing Lady Liberty with the Pride arches is that you can't be an activist for LGBT rights without liberty. The statue is not just a physical object. If you disrespect the statue, you're also disrespecting liberty. It's a symbol of the freedom that, among many other things, allows people to hold Pride events. The city installed an art exhibit that represents a cause that's meaningless without the freedom represented by the statue they removed. I don't oppose the presence of the rainbow arches nearly as much as I oppose the absence of Lady Liberty and the blatant disregard for her. Without liberty, you have nothing. The city's downtown underwent a major revitalization back in the 2000s that resulted in what many refer to as Schenectady's Renaissance. The city's population increased by 7% during this period after decades of decline. Now, with city officials disregarding basic American rights, it is once again becoming a place where people won't want to live. If you're interested in raising awareness to the effects of bad government on communities, please share this video.